Hey you guys, how's everyone? It's your girl Miss Debs. I'm coming to you today. I just got off work and I want to make this cake. I saw a young lady in the kitchen with Debbie make a similar cake, but I wanted to add a twist to it. Hers was a coconut poke cake. But I don't like the texture of coconut, but I love the flavor of coconut. Coconut, go figure, right? Okay, so what I did, I have some cream of coconut in the can, and I have some sweet condensed milk. I'm going to mix those two together with just a little bit of confectionery sugar. So that's going to be sweet. That's what I'm going to poke the coconut inside the I'm going to pour the cream of coconut inside the cake once I punch the holes in it. But the condensed milk and a little of the confectionery sugar is going to be my frosting. And I'm going to put some pineapples on top of it. So I'm using the chunk pineapples, Libby's in a can. And I'm using the Smucker's pineapple topping. So that's going to be a nice cake. I have 3 eggs that I have at room temperature. A box of super moist Betty Crocker cake mix, the yellow flavor, and butter. Okay, guys, so I'm going to make this cake. It'll be quick, fast, and in a hurry. Thank you for joining me today. Giving honor to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because he's so worthy to be acknowledged and praised. I hope you guys had a beautiful Easter. I hope you had a beautiful day today. Let's get this cake going. Okay, guys, so I have a pat of butter inside this little pan. And I put a whole can of pineapples in here and I chopped it up with my chopper and I added 3/4 of the jar of the pineapple preserve and I'm putting it right in here in the butter. And I put 2 tablespoons of vanilla in there, so we're going to let that go. So I'm going to turn it down just a little bit and I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of butter. I'm sorry, 1 tablespoon of sugar. Okay, over here I have some parchment paper in my glass pan that I'm going to put the cake in. I have the cake in the butter and 3 room temperature eggs and a tablespoon of white vanilla. So now I'm going to mix that together, and I preserve some pineapple juice in the bowl because I'm going to use that to put down inside the cake when I punch the holes in it, okay? I'll be back with you guys. Guys, so I added the sugar to that. Instead of using white sugar, I used brown sugar, 1.5 tablespoons. So I'm letting that cook down into almost like a preserved consistency. This was the whole can of chunk pineapples. I chopped them up. I could have got crushed, but I didn't see them where I was at. So I got the chunk and I chopped it up with my chopper. And I added 1.5 tablespoons of brown sugar. I did a tablespoon, I think, of vanilla. And I put the 3/4 cup of preserved pineapple preserves in here and the can of pineapples. I mixed my cake mix up, so we have that going. I want that to go down into like a gel setting, like a preserve almost. So over here, I have my cake already mixed up. In this bowl over here, I have the cream of coconut with a little bit of the saved pineapple juice inside a bowl, and I mixed that together. And that's going to go inside of my cake when I punch the holes in it. So I'm using from everybody. I'm also going to use some of that, probably like 1/4 cup. And I'm going to use that with the confectionery sugar. I'm not going to use the condensed milk because that's going to be too sweet. So we're just going to go with the confectionery sugar and the cream of cocoa and the pineapple juice, and that's going to make our frosting, okay? So I'm going to put this cake over here in the pan, and I'm going to let it go. Be right back. Okay, so in here, guys, I have 1 cup of confectionery sugar, and I'm going to use some of the cream of coconut and the pineapple juice. We're only going to use a little just to make a frosting. I decided not to go with the sweet condensed milk because I have the preserves and all that stuff, and that'll be a little too sweet. So we're just going to go with this. So that is round about 1/2 cup. And I think this is going to be our icing. So I'm just stirring it up, getting it to a frosting consistency, like that glaze frosting. because that's what it's going to be, like a glazed frosting. Like you put on glazed donuts. So I put the cake in the oven on 350, and we're going to let that glass pan cake, the cake that's cooked in the glass pan, we're going to let it cook like 28 to 33 minutes. Maybe not even, but we'll see. So this is what we got going here, and I'm going to put a little strawberry preserves with this also. Try not to get the pineapple. I mean, keep saying strawberry. I almost want a strawberry cake. The pineapple preserves. So I'm going to put a little yellow food coloring with this to give it that color. So you see the consistency of it, guys. This is how we made it. See? Look. And the more it sits, it's like the thicker it gets. So let me put a little food coloring in there. And in here I have the cream of cocoa and a cream of coconut and a little pineapple juice. I'll be right back. So I put 2 drops in so far, and it's yellow, but I want it just a little more yellow. So I'm just going to put 1 more drop, and we're going to see how this goes. If this is not the yellow that I want, then I would probably do another one. But I think this is going to do it. Almost want like that canary yellow, but not too yellow. Yeah, I think that's... Let me give 1 more. So I am doing four squirts of yellow orange. Yeah, this is it now. This is what I was looking for. This is what I was after. And remember, I put a little pineapple preserve juice up in here. The Smucker's pineapple preserve juice. And that's our yellow that I want. I'm going to come over to the light so you can see the color that I'm doing. Can you see it now? See? That is the color that I was after. Over here, I still have my pineapples going. They're turning the color that I want. So we're going to just sit this frosting aside, and remember that glaze aside. Remember I said I was not going to use the condensed milk because that's a little too sweet for what all we got going on here. So this is going to go in a cake once I punch the holes in the cake, which is the cream of coconut and the pineapple juice, okay? All right, next time you see me, I'll be decorating the cake. Bye. Guys, so I'm taking the cake out of the oven. Nice and ready. One side have risen up a little more, so I'm just patting it down while it's nice and soft. But you can see it's done because it springs back at you. See? See that? All right, so we're going to let that bad boy cool off for a while. And I have the frosting over there. Yeah, hold on 1 second, sweetheart. And you forgot. Wait a minute, Layla, I'm doing a video. And I have the cream of cocoa here with the pineapple juice in it. Just a little bit of pineapple juice in it. That's going to go in the cake. I'm going to poke holes in the cake. Don't touch that cake.
It just looks so delicious.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. And over here, this is the frosting, okay?
Hey, guys. You like my hair?
Yeah, they do that. All right, so I have the pineapples cooling off in the freezer.
Wait, why is it only looking at the thing?
Okay, because that's what I have now. All right, so we're going to let that sit, and I'll be back with you guys when I get ready frosting the cake. I'm going to ready to put the holes in it now. So, guys, I have my cream of coconut, and I'm putting it in the grooves of the cake, in the holes, not the grooves. I'm sorry. So I'm doing it while the cake, I have the window open and I'm letting it air cool off a little bit. But my cake is still warm. Not too warm, but warm enough, and there's a reason why I did that. Almost done. And right here, it looks nice, excuse me, nice and golden, right? Right there, it split a little bit because I was trying to unroll the parchment paper from it. And that's what happened, but it's okay. So it's okay. I'm putting the rest of the coconut mixture here. Now, I love coconut pineapple cake, but I don't like the texture of coconut. Okay. So you see that, right, guys? So we're going to let that sit just like that. We're going to let that sink down in there. Then I'm going to be back, and I'm going to put the frosting on top and the pineapples, okay? And I'll show you that. Okay, guys, so I have the cake here. Let me move my cup. I have the cake here, as you can see. So now I'm going to start. I let it cool a little bit. Now I'm going to start putting my frosting on. And this is what I added the orange food color, the yellow food coloring to. So this is like my glaze. I let my grandbaby taste the frosting and she thought it was dynamite. But they think everything I cook is dynamite. So you know how that is. Okay. I hope you guys try this recipe. You could put in any ingredients you want to. It doesn't have to be pineapple, cream of coconut. It could be whatever you want it to be. I kept saying strawberries all throughout the video. You can make a strawberry one. You can make it whatever you want to make it. That's your prerogative, your choice. Okay. So now, Ms. Debs is going to put the pineapple on. Just going to put it up here like this. And then it's easier when you do it this way. And then I'm just going to spread it. You know how sometimes you just have a treat? You want to treat something sweet to eat? Well, me and my family up here and my family downstairs, I'm sure they will love this cake. And it didn't take me long to do it. I got off work. I had called my son and told him to take out some eggs and leave them at room temperature. Your cake seems to come out better when everything is warm, and my butter was on the table at room temperature. How does it look like? Okay, my granddaughter want to rub a little bit. Don't rub it hard because you'll rip the cake because it's still a little warm. Just go back and forth. There you go, sister.
I like doing this.
I know. All you girls like helping me bake.
Wait, some over here, some over here.
But don't smack it. No, just go like this. Go just like that. See?
You're doing amazing.
You can too. Go. I just want to cover this piece up.
I got it.
There you go, sister. You sure do got it.
Cover every single piece. Oh, what's this?
No, just leave that there. Do not do that. Okay, now that's it. You did good. Thank you so much.
Just 1 second. I like doing this.
Okay, thank you so much.
Some over here.
That's good. That's it. Because I don't want you to mess it up. Okay, thank you so much. All right, guys.
Is it done?
So once it get cool, you'll get done.
Turn the fan.
No. It's going to cool off. I have the window open. All right, guys. So thank you. This is the cake. It came out terrific. Showing it to you guys. Okay. That's the pineapple coconut cake. And no, it doesn't have flakes of coconut on it, but it has cream of cocoa. Cream of coconut. I'll take a thumbnail to show you guys. Thank you for watching my video today. Please leave me some comments. Let me know if you would you try this, or would you have done something differently, okay? Thank you so much. This is your girl, Miss Debs, out. God bless. Thank you. So guys, this is the cake, and I got this recipe from a young lady. The name of her channel is Debbie's Kitchen, and she did a coconut cake, a coconut poke cake. So I wanted to make a cake because I was like craving something sweet, and my daughter was talking about she wanted something sweet last night. So I made a poke cake, but I just put a new spin to it. For me, I did a different spin. I use and guys, I use pineapple and pineapple preserve, and I cooked it down and made like a preserve on top. And I also squirted 2 squirts of lemon juice inside of it, so it won't be so sweet. You get the tartness from the lemon as well. But it's a pineapple coconut cake, but without the flakes. Tell me, would you try this, guys? Looks delicious, right? Thank you, Debbie, for this recipe. Thanks for the idea. Debbie's Kitchen, guys, check her out. That's DEBBIE'(S) Kitchen. Tell her Miss Deb sent you. God bless you.